Hey everybody, Ryan here. Alright, gonna move on to do the Washington Capitals season preview. Alright, if you are watching this, thank you for watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get notified when new videos drop. Other than that, let's get started with the Washington Capitals season preview. Alright. So this one's a bit hard, but they added Henrik Lundqvist for 1 year, $1.5 million, but he's out for a season for good reason. He just had open heart surgery, so there's a good reason, but they still have to pay that $1.5 million, even though he is never going to play for them. So it's good that Lundqvist is okay and gonna move on with his life. It doesn't sound like he's gonna probably ever play hockey again. So I'm glad that he's okay. That's the good news. They added Justin Schultz, 2 years, $4 million each year. Cameron Schilling, 1 year, $700,000. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, 1 year, $800,000. Paul Ledoux, 1 year, $700,000. Daniel Carr, 1 year, $700,000. Connor Sheary, 1 year, $735,000. Zdeno Chara, 1 year, $795,000. I don't think many people could have picked that one happening. I honestly thought he was just going to re-sign with Boston if he re-signed at all. They added Craig Anderson via professional tryout. That was just after the news of Lundqvist, so I'm not surprised. Zachary Foucault, he was signed to a 1 year, $700,000. So subtractions. Connor Hobbs retired. I personally have never heard of Connor Hobbs before now, so take that as you will, but he was on the retired list. Radko Gudas went to Florida. Braden Holtby to Vancouver. Travis Boyd to Toronto. Tyler Lewington to Nashville. Ilya Kovalchuk to KHL. And Liam O'Brien is still a free agent. I was surprised by Kovalchuk because he seemed to really have a good year after he went to Montreal and then moved on to Washington. I'm surprised that he didn't stay. But he decided to go home, so that's his choice, up to him. So good luck on his future endeavors. And they re-signed Brendan Dillon to a 4-year deal, $3.9 million per season. Daniel Sprong, 2 years, $725,000, and Brian Pinot, 2 years, $725,000. Salary cap wise, they're at $85.1 million, so they are over the salary cap. But they have projected long-term injury use of $3.6 million, which should put them back below the salary cap. Not by much, so they won't have much wiggle room, but it will be done. Or below, at least. The big question for this next offseason, will Alex Ovechkin go back to Russia to play the rest of his career, or will he stay? Because he's a UFA after this year. And it's got a huge effect on how this team goes from here on out. And unfortunately, the whole COVID crisis has really ruined his chances of matching or beating Gretzky's 892 goals in his career, which he could have done if he had gotten 50 plus goals in each of the next 2-3 seasons. So, well, including last season because it was cut short, he didn't get to that 50 goal mark. So and this one being a shortened season, it's really shooting his chances, but take it as you will. But I'm not sure if he's going to want to stay since he's won a cup already. So he may just go back to Russia, finish his career, which some of the rumors point to. Which would be unfortunate because the guy is awesome to watch. He always seems to kill my team every time he plays them. So I guess in one way, bye. But at the same time, I really would be sad to see him leave. He is fun to watch. And you have Jakub Vrana is going to be a RFA and Connor Sheary a UFA. On the defensive side, Trevor Van Riemsdyk a UFA, Zdeno Chara UFA, and Jonas Siegenthaler will be an RFA. Did I not write Van Riemsdyk down in the additions? I did, okay. I don't know why I forgot saying his name. Let's see. For goalies, Elias Samsonoff, he's going to be a starter this year, and he's going to want more money. You can guarantee that. And I've never heard of Phoenix Copley, so I don't know about him. But he's got a 2-year, $1.1 million contract. I honestly have a feeling they're going to sign Anderson. He's going to be that backup personally, but that's me. Then injury reserve, they have Michael Kempney at $2.5 million, and Henrik Lundqvist with his $1.5 million. So that's where they're sitting. I mean, I don't know how long Kempney's supposed to be out for, but Lundqvist is out for the year, so that one we know is not coming back. All right, so let's see. They have for non-roster forwards Joe Schneiderly on a RFA status after this year. Axel Janssen, Fjallby will be a RFA. Garrett Pilon will be a RFA. Beck Malinston will be a RFA, and Shane Gersich will be a RFA. Daniel Carr, Michael Scarbosa, and Philip Milet will be UFAs. Non-roster defenders, Bobby Nardella and Lucas Johansson will be RFAs. Paul Ledoux and Cameron Schilling will be UFAs. On the goalie side, Zachary Foucault will be an RFA, and Craig Anderson's on PTO. So their 2020 draft, number 22, they took the chance that quite a few of the teams ahead of them did not take on Hendrix Lapierre. He's had injury problems from what they said on TSN. So he fell. I mean, he was supposed to be, I believe they said at points he was supposed to be a top 10 draft pick, but he got injured, so he dropped. And I know I said this for a few guys, but I was hoping he'd fall back to 27 when the Ducks had their second pick, but didn't work out. But you know what? It may be to Washington's advantage anyways, because they're probably going to need someone to play up front here soon enough. He's not ready yet. He's going to need another year or two at least, probably. But he could be a very solid forward addition for him. 117, they got Bogdan Chernaev, a right winger. 148, Bear Hughes, a center. And that awesome name. What is with these awesome names this year? 179, Garen Bjorklund. Honestly, I like that one too. That was a fun name too. A goalie. And number 211, Oscar Magnuson, a center or right winger. All right, draft pick wise after this year, Washington has all their own picks except that they have no third and no seventh, and they have Vegas' 5th round pick. Then after that, they have all their own picks. All right, lineup wise, first line, you know what you're gonna get: Ovechkin, Backstrom, and Oshie. You know that's your solid line. That's easy enough. They're going to score, no problem there. Especially if Backstrom could stay healthy. He only missed a few games, but still. Second line, Jakub Vrana, Evgeny Kuznetsov, and Tom Wilson. I always thought, Tom Wilson usually plays right wing on that first line. Nah, I think they changed that around. Jakub Vrana had a great year last year. Kuznetsov missed a few games, but not much. Still a solid year from him. And Tom Wilson, solid year. So, third line, they're going to start Daniel Sprong? That's kind of surprising. I would have figured Sherry would probably be there. But anyways, they have Sprong, Eller, and Panic. Could be a solid line, especially if Sprong can figure out how to score in the NHL on a regular basis and figure out how to play defense in any sort. Carl Hagelin, Nick Dowd, and Garnett Hathaway on the 4th line. You know what Hathaway brings? Carl Hagelin's a solid guy still. And Nick Dowd looked like he had a good year last year. 15 points in 56 games. He's a 4th liner, so decent output. Dmitry Orlov and John Carlson, first D pair. Good solid pair because Carlson's going to bring the offense. That's easy enough. Brendan Dillon and Justin Schultz. That's probably a good option to have Dillon with Schultz. That'll help out Schultz. Third pair is Zdeno Chara and Nick Jensen. It's going to be weird to see Chara not in a Bruins jersey. I don't know many people are that won't say that, but I think he'll bring some solid defense to that team. I mean, he is 43. I mean, he's not going to be playing. Wow, he still played 21 minutes last year? Holy cow. What beast. But anyways, I don't think he's going to be playing 21 minutes, but he'll probably still be playing 15 to 18 minutes a game at least. Maybe more. Goalie-wise, like I said, Elias Samsonoff will be the starter this year. That a different goalie again. Vitek Vanacek. So, I still think they're going to sign Craig Anderson. He's going to be the backup, personally, but that's me. Alright, injury-wise, Beck Mallenstein, he is injured. Michael Kempney, who's normally a defender, so I think he'd be in there instead of Jensen, personally. So, he's injured. We'll see what happens with that. Because he was a plus 19 last year. That was the best from on the team, because Boston, or Chara's plus 26 was with Boston. And Henrik Lundqvist is not coming back. Not after the open heart surgery yet. There's no way he's coming back, especially this season. I don't even know about in the future. I don't think he will. Connor Sheary on the scratches. Like I said, I think he's a better option than Sprong. Pinot, because 23 points. That's good output for a third, fourth liner. And I think you do better with those two, anyways. Brian Pinot and Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk is a good, solid seventh defenseman option. So, not bad there. They got Michael Scarborough, who's played games. He could come in. Jonas Siegenthaler. So, they have a few guys there in that taxi squad that could play. Daniel Carr could. Paul LeDoux's played games. So, and they got Connor McMichael, their top prospect, and Henrik Lapierre in the training camp. Alright. There's minors. You see Riley Sutter, which it's weird to see a Sutter. Or, not weird, but it's just funny to see another Sutter. I don't know if he's actually from the Sutter family, but heck of a hockey family. If you don't know who the Sutters are, look them up. You'll find all sorts of them. Alright, here's their loan list, their prospect list, and their reserve list. Alright, top prospects. Connor McMichael, 102 points in 52 OHL games, and he looked pretty solid in the World Juniors. Henrik Lapierre, 17 points in 19 games. Did he play in the World Juniors? If he did, I didn't hear his name really. Martin Ferravari, 1 point and 6 NHL games, and 14 points in 56 AHL games. And Alexander Alexiev, defender, 21 points in 58 AHL games, and Vitek Vanacek, 19, 10, and 1 in 31 AHL games. Who knows, maybe they give him a look instead of Anderson. He's definitely younger. Let's see. Others mentioned as top prospects. Oleski Protas, Brian Pinot, Beck Mallenstein, and Damian Riot. So Washington's going to be a top team. We know that. I just don't see them not making the playoffs in that division. It is the East Division. There's lots of good, solid teams, and at least 2 good teams are not going to be able to make the playoffs. 2 or 3, depending on how Buffalo actually plays this year. But 2 or 3 good teams are not going to make the playoffs. New Jersey's definitely not going. They're not ready to be at that point yet, so they're the one that I can say for sure will not be in the race. Buffalo, it depends. They always find a way to start out good, then just absolutely bomb after that. So we'll see how they do. Islanders, I don't think if it's only the top 4 teams, I don't think the Islanders are going to make it. And honestly, I'd say between the Rangers, Boston, and Pittsburgh as to who the last 2 spots are for the playoffs, because I think Philly and Washington will for sure make it. Honestly, I think Boston will too. It's just that one is depending on their goaltending, how they do. So, Other than that, I see Washington being a top team. I don't really. They're going to be top of their division easily. Not like the very top. They may not be the best team in the division, but they will be at the top of that division. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, that's how Washington's going to do. They're going to have a good year. If you're a Capitals fan, look forward to it. Look forward to the playoffs. And other than that, if you're watching the video, thank you for watching. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when a new video drops. And other than that, make sure to like, comment, share, and I will see you all next video. Bye, everybody.